Hello and welcome to the first episode of The Road to Las Vegas. Each Wednesday, The Road to Las Vegas will chronicle all 16 WCC men's and women's basketball teams as they travel through conference play en route to the 2010 Zappos.com West Coast Conference Basketball Championships at the Orleans Arena in Las Vegas. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first weekend of WCC play. On the men's side, Gonzaga, the WCC's preseason favorite, traveled to Portland to take on the Pilots, picked to finish second in the preseason poll. Behind 20 points and 9 assists from senior guard Matt Bolden, the Zags escape with an 81-78 win as Portland's Jared Stoll's three-pointer at the buzzer bounced off the front of the rim.
They need a three. Stoll throws up a prayer, no good.
Loyola Marymount, riding a 6-game winning streak, visited Southern California rival Pepperdine. The Waves, led by junior Michael Thompson's game-high 22 points, rallied from an early 17-point deficit to beat the Lions 79-75. In other action, San Diego earned a road split to open conference play, defeating Santa Clara 55-46 before falling to San Francisco 87-71. San Diego senior guard Jajon Jackson led all scorers with 19 points in the Toreros' win over the Broncos, while San Francisco sophomore guard Kwame Vaughn tossed in 21 points and grabbed 9 rebounds in the Dons' victory over USD on Sunday. Meanwhile, St. Mary's jumped out to a 2-0 record in conference play, earning a pair of road wins at Bay Area rivals San Francisco and Santa Clara. Senior center Omar Sanhan led the Gales all weekend long. Sanhan averaged 20.5 points per game and 10 rebounds in the 2 wins. Switching gears to the women's side, preseason favorite Gonzaga received strong play from junior point guard Courtney Vandersloot. Vandersloot leads the nation in assists. She scored 18 points and dished out 9 assists and grabbed 6 steals, and leading the Zags to a 90-54 win over Portland. In a clash between Southern California rivals, Pepperdine used balanced scoring in defeating Loyola Marymount 82-65. 10 different Waves scored for Pepperdine. Sophomore Alex Jarrell led the way with a career-high 16 points. St. Mary's and San Diego wrapped up this weekend's action. Each jumped out to 2-0 records to start conference play, with home sweeps of San Francisco and Santa Clara. The Gales were led by junior Luella Tomlinson, who turned in a great weekend. Tomlinson averaged 26.5 points per game to go along with 12 rebounds a contest and 6.5 blocks per game. San Diego received strong play from sophomore Dominique Connors to improve its winning streak to a season-best 5 games. Joining us on the phone today are St. Mary's center Omar Sanhan and San Diego forward Morgan Henderson. First of all, both of you, welcome to the show, and we'll start with you, Omar. You tell us about last weekend and your 2 wins over your Bay Area rivals.
It's really important to get off to a good start, just to give yourself a chance, come the end of March, and the beginning of March, I should say. And it's always important to get the wins on the road. It's such a bigger challenge, I feel, especially in college basketball, to go on the road and get wins. So it's great we could get that done, especially right here in the Bay Area. Those are definitely rivalry games, so it was nice to get both of them done and get off to a good start.
Morgan, tell us about your games this past weekend against Santa Clara and San Francisco and what they mean to your San Diego ball club.
Well, I think it was huge for us to get off to a good start, especially winning our home games that we knew we had to have. And I think confidence-wise, we're feeling really good about our team right now and our chemistry. And I think as good as we feel right now, though, I think we're still really focused on just getting better every day and working towards peaking at the right time in March.
Morgan, taking a look ahead to this weekend, can you talk a little bit about some of the challenges your club will face when they visit Gonzaga and Portland?
Right. Well, going up north every year is always one of our most difficult road trips. I mean, both teams this season are doing great. They're 1 and 2 in our conference right now, so it's definitely going to be a challenge for us going up there. But, we just need to take care of the things that we can control and make sure that we're going to be ready to play them and know that they're going to go on their runs and we're going to go on ours. But just staying together as a team and, focusing on the end result is going to be what we need to do to get some wins up there.
Now, Omar, the game everyone is talking about This Thursday, Gonzaga visits St. Mary's. Both teams are undefeated. Now, you and the other Gales, have you had this circled on your calendars for a while? And what's your game plan against the Bulldogs?
Well, I can't say that the whole team did, but I always circle when we play the Zags. And it's definitely a huge game for us. And we know that they are a really good team and have played a tough schedule. And they're definitely rolling this year. They were kind of supposed to have a rebuilding year, so were we. But both our teams are doing really well. So it's important to get the win, especially at home. And it might be one of the best teams we've played this year on our schedule. So it's always important to win those games, especially come tournament time. So we're definitely looking forward to it, and it's going to be important for us to, just take care of the ball and play smart. A lot of people like to talk about that game and get hyped up, and players get nervous, but it's important just to stick to what we do. We're a good team, good shooters, so we just need to play within ourselves and, kind of take care of business.
Omar, it's easy to forget that St. Mary's plays Portland on Saturday, and earlier this year Portland defeated a ranked Minnesota ball club. What challenges do the Pilots bring when they take on your Gales on Saturday?
Portland is up there with Gonzaga. Just the same kind of team as far as really good, really tough non-conference schedule. I mean, they beat UCLA by 30, so they're a great team in themselves. And what's important is, win or lose Gonzaga, you have to flip the page and get ready for Saturday, because Portland's coming, and like I said, they're a good team too. So they got a great point guard with Campbell, and just tough shooters, man. I mean, they're one of the top shooting teams in the country, especially from three. So it's kind of like looking in the mirror a little bit, because we got some pretty good shooters here, but they're up there too. So it's going to be an important week. If we can sweep this week like we did last week, we'll be sitting in a very, very good spot.
Morgan, you're the lone senior this year for San Diego. What are you being asked to do, especially in teaching the younger players about excelling at the Division I level?
Well, my role has changed a little bit just from the past years. I've kind of been able to sit back and let some of the older players, really lead the team in a way. But this year, I've just tried to lead by example and let my teammates know that, certain things are going to happen throughout the season that you feel like you can't control, and just to kind of get through those as best we can. And, it's a process. Every season's a process. So just trying to, make it through that process and come out on top when we really need to is going to be the key. And just keep working hard every day, because that's the only thing you can really control in this league is how hard you work. So we're just trying to do that, and I think everyone's done a great job so far. So it's been good.
Great. Thanks, Morgan. Thanks, Omar, for your time, and good luck during the second week of conference play. Speaking of the second week of conference play, games get underway tomorrow, and they feature some head-to-head matchups between undefeated men's and women's teams. Let's take a closer look at some of those matchups this weekend in the WCC. On the women's side, Gonzaga and Portland host undefeated St. Mary's along with unbeaten San Diego. San Francisco and Santa Clara host the Los Angeles area schools, Loyola Marymount and Pepperdine. In men's hoops action, St. Mary's and San Diego play host to their Pacific Northwest foes, Gonzaga and Portland, while San Francisco and Santa Clara travel to Southern California to visit Loyola Marymount and Pepperdine. 6 of the 8 men's games are televised this week, highlighted by the Gonzaga-St. Mary's showdown on Thursday night. That will be televised nationally on ESPN2 as part of ESPN's Thursday Night Showcase. And as always, log on to WCCSports.com for scores and recaps on every WCC contest. And be sure to join us again next Wednesday right here on WCCTV as we continue the road to Las Vegas. I'm George Devine, and thanks for joining us.